CASA is a creature of statute. Many people may not know that.
We recruit and train concerned citizen volunteers to advocate for foster children in the family court system.
I specifically remember when CASA started in Warren County.
Kathy Yurchison read a book about CASA and about services to children. And she had the desire to see that that program was replicated here in Bowling Green because of the value it has for children that have been abused, neglected, and/or in foster care.
We knew that the children of Warren County needed someone else, another advocate besides us. We couldn't do it all. And we were approached by Kathy Yurchison, and Kathy started CASA. And I remember Judge Huddleston said, "I don't know what CASA is to you," and I said, "No, but it stands for house. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a house." And we found out that it wasn't. He was a court-appointed special advocate, and we found out later that that translated into an angel.
A friend of mine, James Harris, was president of the board at CASA about 5 years ago, and he came to me and asked me if I would join the board, and he said, "Do you know what CASA is?" And I said, "No, I don't know anything about CASA." And he said, "Well, we help abused and neglected kids." And so I said, "Yeah, I'm in. What do I need to do?"
The most vulnerable of our population are our children that have been abused and neglected and have found themselves in this foster care system through no fault of their own.
How many children do you think are in foster care? And on any given day in the state of Kentucky, my research has been between 7,000 and 8,000 children, which is a lot of children.
And that dramatically increases the caseload for the state social workers, such that, they need a lot of help. And these kids still need the attention that they deserve.
It's really our volunteers who are our best recruiters, because they're the ones who are doing the work and can share with other people the impact it has, not just with those children, but in their own lives, the impact it makes in their heart to improve the life of a child.
In getting the feedback from my CASA, and there are times that things have come up in his life already, and I've only been in it a year and a half, but I see some of the impact, him knowing that someone who doesn't have to be part of his life cares enough to be part of his life. I think that's the personal reward you get from it.
A CASA worker is just a breath of fresh air in the middle of something that you can't control. Everything about the experience is happening and you are just in the middle of it all. And for the CASA worker to be able to be that light and to provide the answers, and it's a special person.
I see the volunteers raise their hand in the courtroom and take that oath to serve children and to report back what they see and hear. I see a lot of throats tense up when they do that. They take that so seriously, and I know that the judges read and listen to and ask for input from those volunteers. They value it so much.
The job of CASA is to be the advocate for the best interest of the child, and it puts CASA in a unique position. Ultimately, the decision that I have to make is what serves a child's best interest.
In a real sense, even though the children have lawyers appointed to them that are representing their legal interest in the courtroom, CASA really becomes the ultimate voice of the child.
Usually they need to know that they've got an ear of someone who cares. And once you win their confidence, they'll share with you what they really feel.
I truly believe that the CASA volunteers provide a great resource to the community, to the children. If a person wants to make a difference in a child's life, then become a CASA volunteer.
If you want to make a difference, you start with the child who's going to stay in this community, who's going to grow in this community, and can make a difference as well.
All of us know that this process can take such a long time. And we just want those kids to be somewhere where they feel like they belong and they know that they're going to belong and they're not going to continue to have that risk of moving around. So yeah, that's one of the goals, is to kind of help push things along.
The thing that has made me feel most successful is that I was really surprised how quickly I became the most senior person on this child's team.
We see ourselves as the eyes and ears of the court system. You know, so many times the judges and other people don't have the opportunities to go into the field and to meet with the kids and to find out what they want to happen to them. And that is one of the things that our advocates are able to do.
Knowing that we're part of the piece that's hopefully going to move those children and give them the best shot at moving on to success and having a happy life in the community, that's very rewarding.
I know in particular there are kids who have said, but for my CASA, I don't know what I'd do.
You know, I see people commenting on daily news posts like, I can't believe this is happening in our community and things like that. And, you know, it is happening in our community. And there are ways, if individuals have that passion that they're putting out there, that passion to come and call us and say, how can we help?
CASA is an opportunity for someone who has their heart in the right place to make a real difference for a child.
There's a lot of children with very little stability in life, very little guidance, very little opportunity for a plan to succeed in life. And the CASA is there and enters into that child's life and provides that stability. And so if you want to help a child out, then I think it would be a good thing to do, is be a volunteer for CASA.
If I'm the type of person that finds myself reading the newspaper and I get upset because of reading or hearing about the abuse of a child or something just that should never happen to a child, or I'm listening to the radio and a report comes on and I tear up in the car and say a prayer, then I probably need to be a CASA.
If we're not involved and we're not helping them, then many times they don't have a voice. And so we are, to me, one of the most worthy organizations out there because they need help. They need our help.
One of the most important messages I want to leave you with today is we need you. We need you as a volunteer. We need you as a volunteer for the children of this area because they need your love and your support. They need your assistance. They need your advocacy. They need you. And I know that you can do it because I know your heart is big enough to help a child in Warren County.